Yeah, not wasting any time about that one. I guess when it's Faze down, it's Force up. We'll see what they can do with these two UMPs. It's Fox going to be making his way through Squeaky here. And it's Michael as well, A main. Smoke up here, and again, mousesports stacking over on B. This might be a little bit problematic for them now, and we'll see Nico sitting back by truck.
And Chris just had a really good glimpse in towards those B halls, so you can now see Dennis hitting the rotate, like, okay, there's maybe one here at most, so maybe try and help out towards Nico, because he's going to play full retake on this at this point. No one's in towards the site, so they're going to allow them to probably get to the bomb down, play for that, but then again, the retakes worked well last time because of Nico, so let's see if he can do this once again, because Faze are completely on the site now.
Faze have pulled the trigger and the bomb is going to go down, but they haven't committed heavily towards A. It's just AZ actually at quad. The rest of his team is sitting back in towards A main and elsewhere. So not too committed to this site here. And mousesports need to navigate this sea of smokes to even get close. And it's next going to be going straight forward. He's got the MP9. He does have a player boosted up inside, of course, of A main as well. Still a lot of smoke, so hard for mousesports to get a read on this sort of situation. They're going to have to go forward anyway, but Fox opens up. He takes down Nico, and AZ is also there. Now Faze are going to come forward. Spitty trying to challenge out there towards quad, and does pick up AZ, but he's the last man standing. And Faze there, very non-committal on towards A, but it seems to have given them a lot of safety.
Yeah, that was really well done by Faze. Super safe take, sat back in main, and again, I've got to point out Rain, his mid-play was really nice, catching out Chris J, denying anyone being able to come around the back, pressure them through the back of that. Perfect positioning from him, and he did it in the previous round, but I think it was Dennis possibly who got him then and went towards the vent. So Rain playing a really nice rotate spot, and that's keeping pretty much, again, true to form. He's sitting in mid, he'll be the one kind of making it awkward to push through vents, and the rest of Faze are going to try and power through towards B. So Chris J and Spitty don't have a great deal to work with, the CZ on Spitty, I guess, but Chris J just needs to spot him out. Lovely flash came in, but yeah, well, the SMG is just going to make light work of these guys. No armor really to be seen. Well, no head armor, should I say. As just Dennis and Nex are the ones with those. A couple of Deagles left. And they are a mile away from where they need to be. So another bomb plant for Faze. And their money's going to be pretty well set at this point.
Jacob just waltzing onto that B side after two very, very quick entries. And Dennis is looking for something to at least come away with here. Another clean take from Faze. And mousesports now need to try and respond or at least get something away. So it is Dennis. Has made a long trek all the way around back towards T-spawn to see if he can spot anyone out there. He will see a couple heads, and Dennis gets on towards Fox at least, so that's a start. But Rain now looking to try and take these Deagles away from mousesports. It was a small investment made for the German side, and Dennis is going to make good on that one. A second one towards Rain, so...
Nico's been giving lessons, clearly, with the Deagle.
Can you imagine if you spread all of Nico's characteristics over this team, though? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Terrifying. But the one bonus for Mouse is their money's pretty shot, to be fair. At this point, it's really not very good. They do get to at least keep 2 pieces of armor there. I don't know what they can do with it, because this is going to be another SMG round for Faze. They can just keep building this bank at this point, as Faze did kind of like trade out on a couple of these rounds, so they got the second after the first. So Mouse went on that pretty heavy investment with the rifles on that big A hit. So now their money's pretty shot. Again, it's not going to be pretty going to the next round either, so they might even be lacking utility if they don't get some money out of this one. 3 rifles though for Faze, so possibly 3 rifles up for grabs. But I love this spot, maybe expecting that mid presence, a close push, but Michael being like, not going to take that one. And again, Chris J not allowed to get the information this time.
That second round splurge from mousesports might be punished here. We're starting to see that manifest now as into the fourth, and it's Faze just testing on B.
Were they boosting at the back then?
They were watching the boosts.
Yeah, I think they are waiting for that counter boost. I was wondering if it was AZ and Jacob just boosting like together, and I think Jacob is just going to be on the truck watching for it.
Yeah. Now it's going to be Fox just backing away. It will smoke in towards B halls now, as Nico might have caught some people on the side here as well, but his shots aren't ringing true. How unlike Nico is AZ is going to be able to pick him up there. We had a perfect opportunity to potentially get 2 if we know what he's capable of.
But I wonder if he saw the bomb. I'm thinking he might have been able to. So I think that's why we're going to see Nex already over towards A. Dennis kind of sitting by the truck. It's going to give away a little bit of a game, and I guess you don't want to take those rifles straight into B. There are angles that can be awkward. So mousesports aren't in the wrong place here. This could be a little more costly, but again, still those 2 SMGs probably going to lead the way in this one. You can give them up to reinvest next round. So let's see what they can do with this.
Yeah, split 2 and 2 over the sites are the mousesports CTs here, but Fox is going to take Dennis down, and now Nex has to stand and deliver, and Rain is going to be the one who gets on towards him. Now, note that Faze are all pretty low in health here as Jacob punching in towards mid, so Chris J and Sundry might even be able to inflict some casualties here. He does at least get the kill, and now Spitty as well might like to chime in, but Fox will say no, shut that one down, and a spray down towards mid. Won't claim the last target, but Chris J We'll just have to sit tight with an MP9 around the corner. Flash came towards him, but he still gets Fox. And mousesports still managing to scrounge some value out from these losing rounds.
Yeah, so they kept 2 of the 3 rifles phase, so they're going to have to reinvest into 1 here, but they know that this is going to be probably not the perfect buy for Mouse, but it's good enough. They still have the AWP on Chris J. They did a fair bit of damage in that previous round, even though it didn't equate to too many kills, but still. Faze's money is pretty decent, 7.5 towards the likes of AZ, so they're pretty well set going forward. A couple could be dropped out, but this is the big round, and I want to see if that's some aggression coming out on A. It looks like maybe a pop flash about to be set there, and there you go. They're going to try and take that kind of control, and already AZ predicting that with a counter nade.
Yeah, Dennis Red there as well, like a book, and AZ with a bit of time now to go for the repick later on. Next will fall down. Dennis was lucky enough to get away. He gets Jacob, and now AZ just going to make the return. And didn't expect there to be a player on the right side of A main, and you can see that Mouse are deep in there. But Faze not really perturbed, maybe unfazed right now. The bomb's still sat back towards mid, and they have the option for B. Rain is the one lurking over in Sunroom, so they don't have to commit here necessarily. And Faze already this game have shown that they're quite happy to go between bomb sites if the need arises.
Yeah, that was actually sick. But this is going to be a curious battle. If Chris J, he's got to know maybe Rain crossed. I'm not too sure, actually. He's checking towards Sunroom, so maybe expecting it. The flash, not a flash, it's going to be a smoke, but he's going to be ahead of that, so he can spot out if anyone tries to edge closer. But Faze aren't really committing anywhere at the moment. They're still looking for these picks, seeing if maybe the CT side want to get another. They know they're pushed up, and Dennis... Oh, this is brave or very, very stupid because AZ's waiting to execute on the other side. And sure, a little bit of aggression is great, but you go that step too far, and it seems ridiculous at that point.
AZ with his second play of the round, that actually evolved from him reading or anticipating the movements of mousesports very astutely. Now, a bit more freedom for him to come forward on A, and in fact, Fox has already picked his way out of Squeaky, and this is going to force Nico to come across. He quickly dispatches of Fox, but there are going to be more where he came from. Faze Clan are going to pour in. Nico with his back turn there, wasn't sure about B or mid, but now he's going to be challenged down at Highway. He's going to have to fire back. Nico from long range takes down AZ, but the bomb is down.
Now, Rain's got himself by forklift. You've got Michael by quad, so there's no nades, no mollies left with Mouse here, so this could be an issue. They have to dig them out of these spots. Now, I don't know where the bomb's planted for. I think it may be planted for main, or is it default? I think that's just default. So,
yeah.
Again, if they can get Michael down, that could keep things interesting here, but Michael playing the time well, just telling Rain to sit in, but Rain's having none of that. Trades out one for one, down to Michael Now, stunning shot from Michael comes on towards Chris J, and no kit on Nico means he's got to be quick on this one or just start running, and I think he's taken the latter option. Nico's getting out of there after getting 3 kills that round. Not enough to do much with. Michael is going to get the AWP and save it. And, well, a close round in the end, but goes in favour to Faze. The
uncertainty on Nico there as well, mid to late round, tells you a lot about the mentality of mousesports. So they weren't sure where Faze was trying to hit.
Well, let's remember, it's been Rain constantly lurking in mid, being a real nuisance. So, okay, well, Fox has come out squeaky. And then maybe there's one crossing A, but there's probably going to be one around mid to try and catch everyone rotating from B if you're playing, you know, the sitting on the fence, reading both sides. So I guess that was them reading into positioning, or at least Nico being. But then that time, Rain was right there, bam, on the site. So it didn't work out. And now you're seeing the kind of shoddy buy. They're trying to support, I guess, that rifle on Nico, but there's not much to play with here.
2 out of 3 of Nico's kills last round were from long to extreme range, firing from Highway under extreme pressure. So frustrating for him not to be able to actually get the point for his team in that round. Now they're going to be looking for a little bit more. Dennis will lead the way, maybe even bait for a refrag situation for Nico. He's going to try, and he will get it. Picks that one up. It goes low in the process. And Faze, yes, they're pushed away from A for the moment here. Even AZ throwing a flash towards Squeaky just in case Nico pushed up.
Shame being, like, at that point, you can't really recover that rifle because there's probably AZ still lurking around the spot that kind of hindered them last round, or at least Dennis, I think it was, who got caught. Yep. So a little bit of an issue in that they couldn't get it back in their hands, but still, Faze going to walk possibly a bit of a trap here. Good little crossfire set. But already, next being found means that AZ is going to pick it up and keep the advantage going very firmly into Faze's favor. And a bit of a clinical approach towards taking Highway, but the CZs can still do damage, but not that time. Michael doing the heavy lifting in this, and Nico's a little late to the peak, but still makes the most of it. AZ goes down. And Michael looking to get that one back. He's up on that little box, just looking for more, but Christian and Nico going to struggle to recover either of the rifles that went down. They might try and get to Squeaky, but this one is all but done.
An all too familiar situation for mousesports in which Nico has to do a lot with very little. Chris J Wood left him in. He's just going to challenge Michael out for the moment. Hope to maybe pick him up, and he does. The headshot will secure the kill. Going to get himself a rifle for that one as well. So mousesports do go away from this one. Nico's been sitting back in mid here, not even showing himself to the fight. So rifles coming away from mousesports here as well. Heavily brutalized through mid by the use of nades and Faze stacking there as well. And again, another round up for Faze here. mousesports slipping.
Yeah, and money-wise, Dennis and Spitty could probably do with the drop at this point as well, so they could maybe get a mildly better buy into the next round on the CT side. They should be fine here, but it's going to be the full utility coming out. They can maybe get an AWP if they want to. We'll have to wait and see how they kind of spread the wealth. Because you look at the other side, you've still got 5.5 on AZ, 6.3, 5 on Fox, and this is all after kind of reinvesting into the round. So Faze can always weather the storm a little more, but Chris J fully investing into this. We do have the AWP coming out. Got to say it though, Nex, where have you been, buddy?
Yep.
We've been saying, you know, he's been starting to step up here, someone to finally support a little more towards the Nico show, but it looks like a bit of an A hit coming through again.
Fox will be the one looking straight down the barrel there as well. He will find Chris J sitting well back here and almost provoking a push forward from mousesports. Again, this is a buy round for them, of course, and giving Chris J away a little bit cheaply there. May come back to bite him in the rear end. Next, of course, would need to fire. You know, normally playing second fiddle to Nico, now nothing but a footnote at this stage. Yet to get himself onto the scoreboard here, and then it is Faze on the move towards A by the looks of things. Nico has the utility to stall this out for a moment. 3 Faze players inside A main, so they're going to press it. Nico going to flash through and just wait for the inevitable push here, no doubt about it. All of Faze are ready to go. Squeaky door open, and Nico does see Jacob jump across.
Nico's out on an island at the moment. He needs to probably get out of this spot or fully commit towards watching one angle, and there we go. He's chosen main, and he's chosen it well. That's 2 back-to-back. Sprays on the third, gets down Jacob, but he can't get any more. But what a phenomenal round from him in such a tight spot, and Nex is going to close out real comfortably. That was so hard to hold. He had 1 from Squeaky making pressure, 4 from main, and he still achieves that.
And he popped flash for Squeaky. None of the people in main were actually flashed by that remotely because he threw it really short. So the people pushing out from Faze weren't flashed at all, and still Nico's able to spray them down. You can see it here as well. One after another, look towards Squeaky, picks him off. Easy as you like.
That's sick play. Absolutely sick play. And Mouse needed that. They needed that other round on the board. They'd been kind of floundering a little here, but again, maybe the early aggression needs to slow down a bit. Chris J got caught out a little early when he went for that peek towards B, and Fox had been playing that passive spot for quite some time, especially when he has the AWP. And then we look over towards how they did main. It traded up pretty well for them in the end, but maybe not as ideal as they'd want. So you can see maybe this time Mouse with the utility here, they can buy the time, not have to go for that early aggression, and sit back and see if they can work down Faze now.
No early kills given over to Faze as well. That's important. Double AWP. Chris J and Nico wielding those at the moment. 1 over at A, and Chris J is solely holding B at this stage here. You can see him here, looking towards B main, and Faze is slow about this one. Definitely taking their time. mousesports have that utility, like you mentioned, to drag this one out a little bit more here. Now, Chris J will be the alarm bells if anyone pushes in B main.
And it looks like they're doing the double smoke towards mid. You're going to have Jacob smoking right, and whoever's, I think it's AZ, smoking left side. And it basically means you can isolate the player if anyone's pushed close. And it does also give you the control towards vents. They've got the third smoke towards the top, which is going to isolate anyone on the sugar cube. So they get this perfect B split about to form if they go for this. But Jacob's still got the bomb, which is a little dangerous here. And Nex is going to walk through. He could have been a huge issue, but now they're out towards B. It's going to be Chris J and Spitty to try and hold this back.
Chris J was Molotoved and forced right back from his position. Now he has to sit on the side with nothing but the AWP, but he picks one up. But now his toes getting a little bit toasty. Going to pick up for a second, but he will be surrounded in due course. And it's Nico. Gets flashed up. Still trying to use, of course, his AWP up from heaven. Picks up Fox, and that bomb is not yet down. Chance here for mousesports to pick this one away. But Dennis just picking out a little bit preemptively there, and it's going to be Rain to take him out. But Nico's there. Michael drops. And now it has to be Rain.
8 seconds. And Rain faked it.
Pros never fake, man.
Oh my god, Nico just tagged him. He just had to stay alive. He just had to stay alive. And now they've got the AWP.
That was bizarre. Really bizarre, obviously.
He tagged him as well.
Yeah, we saw that. He saw the fake plant. He saw the peek over the box as well. And yet he still went for it. So very, very strange. Of course, he got the tag, but he couldn't finish it off.
And now they've reset the CT's money pretty badly too. It's not the worst in the world, but it's still pretty
This is the Lawrence Scott flat, unimpressed tone of voice coming out here.
It's like,
they've
no.
reset, and yeah.
Well, look at Jacob. He's like, I know what you're on. I know you've got no money. I'm just getting the P90, guys. But I've got to say for FaZe, considering we say they don't play much with that B hit, I actually really like that mid to B hit. I love the double smokes in mid. If you've ever had the misfortune, if you ever have the misfortune of playing Cash with me on T side, I'm pretty sure I say that every round to try it out because I think it's awesome. But they actually showed you why it's very good. However, there was a little danger, of course, when the one player next almost came through that smoke perfectly. But still, really nicely done. FaZe going to try and take this at length, let's say, taking mid control and then building off the back of it. But there's a danger in main here. Bearing in mind, two players are trying to get these peaks, and it's going to force Faze to be quicker on highway. But Nex and Christian are both watching this, and there's still a lot of trouble coming their way. Nico makes it costly. Christian finds Fox. And where are these kills coming from, Faze? How can you let this happen?
I mean, Jacob didn't even pressure A main as much as I thought he would when the wrap was coming from highway. So there was a bit of freedom there for mousesports to get an extra few seconds to stay alive. And that was Nico's kill coming up. But now they will clean it up. Still losing 2 on this round. It's just Spitty now with the Desert Eagle. He does have a smoke to work with. This is going to do absolutely stuff all for him at this stage. Looking for their head, finds it. Michael Elliott getting a little bit cavalier, poking out around that container. And a second challenger will come forward as well. It's just Spitty now trying to stay alive. He's got no armor to work with here, so he definitely wants to go in and get some Skrilla for himself. Smoke on towards that bomb, just to provoke someone peeking out towards him. But it's going to be Rain, gets the tight angle from Quad and picks him up. And this is, to be fair, all things considered, a stellar start on the T side for FaZe Clan. I mean, this is a team who's 3-7, but only has a round difference of -7. So that says, well, it says one of two things. Either that their winning games are really, really good, but more importantly is that their losing games aren't that much of a blowout.
And I feel like a broken goddamn record. Every time I watch Nico play, it's like, oh, he's doing really well. But you can see, he's on 15 kills. No one's even broken double digits on his team, aside from him. Like, he is ridiculous. And I generally try and stay away from always, like, singing one person's praise, but it's absolutely awesome. Now, they're trying to fake out almost that B hit again. It's pulled Nex away, which is one bonus. It's just Rain doing this. They've got 3 players-ish towards B, but then the 4 hits coming towards A. So a nice little kind of ruse being done here. And you can see Dennis even getting a little bit panicky, going, is someone pushing up highway? No one's got mid, and now Rain's on the back. He's going to be flanking around. He's found Nex, and this is, again, a very clean take from FaZe. Until then, Christian will at least find Rain, but this is what I wanted to see from them. A well-illustrated and well-constructed take towards A, rather than that sloppy round prior. And FaZe on their T side, considering they are readable and it's been an issue, this is a much better display. Yeah,
we talked about it so much before the game. It's like they know where we're going, so do their oppositions and so do their viewers. But this time, throwing in a little bit of spice here and keeping mousesports on their toes, and that bomb is going to blow up. There's no doubt about it. It's Chris J would love to hang on to that AK. He managed to scavenge away from the corpse of Fox, and Spitty also has himself a little bit of something. And he wants to sit on for a moment. So
what does he have?
A little bit of something. You know, something? No? All right. I'll try.
I've missed you, Mitch. you're a whole different kind of brand of special.
Yeah,
I know.
you
You bring to the cast.
Yeah. I'll try. What can I say? Well, 15-6 is Nico. So you can see really how central his role has been, especially when you have more frags than the rest of your team combined, or close to that anyway. No, yeah, exactly. He has 15 is what the combined frag the rest of his teammates is. Matt's on stream,
Nico is 4
GG.
players right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And despite that as well, despite that FaZe Clan are not sustaining any real casualties, look at that last round as well, very clean from them. Nex was floating in towards spawn and managed to, of course, combine and get that one frag, but really it's all been about FaZe right now. And
Nico Fox.
Oh, and the shoulder tag, but he's picked Fox. I don't know how he got that, just the pixel changed colour, and he managed to hit the mouse one at just the right time. Classy stuff from him, but he is quite low, so it'll change his play pattern this round.
Oh, this is a nice kind of mid-take they're going for here. This is these sort of plays you don't... I guess it's not that we don't see it from FaZe a lot, but these are like really well constructed, like quite nice theory-crafted rounds. Like, okay, molly the vents, smoke out towards, connector, and then take mid. It's actually quite nice to watch FaZe playing with a bit of kind of more structure. And again, it's equated to kills here. AZ's found Nico, but it's going to be Dennis this time at Forklift, and not quite the Nico effect that we had before with that 3K coming through. And it does mean that these 3 remaining players have to pick up the pieces, and Nex fancies his chances, and that was a lovely little spray down. But now here comes the backup. We've got AZ on the way. Michael Ailey just trying to stay alive, but he does have the bomb, but he still gets the shot. And now it's Christian in a 1v2, but this is more than possible. Look at their HP. Desperado
Michael Ailey literally walking across the face of that player and losing about 85 of his health to do it. Now it's Chris J looking healthy, and he has a flash to work with. There's smoke to isolate these 2 players on the site here, so maybe make this into 2 1v1s, 2 very low players, but Michael Ellie will be watching an angle. The smoke, though, will help to start things off here. That wasn't even thrown by Chris J, but he's going to use it anyway. And a Molotov as well. Time is ticking, has a kit, though, so he has everything he needs to finish off this round. Rarely do you have so much health, and that's Michael Ellie falling down. He doesn't quite get the shot. You did hear the AWP ring off, and it's not going to yield anything now. As Chris J had better be checking quad sometime soon. No! AZ comes out from the side and picks him up. And Chris J not backing himself.
And I get that he didn't use his molly until he found at least one of those two players, but he could have cleared quad then. He could have isolated them maybe a little better then, but...
Could have got the kill with a molly on its own if he was quick enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know he didn't want to give away his position because he hadn't really shown until like the very moment he killed Michael there, but still, frustration for Chris J.
Juicy grenades gone to waste, Lauren.
I know. It hurts my feelings too. And there's that little boost coming out that they've been doing a fair bit when they maybe expect some mid-aggression. And this time Dennis will actually get tagged up by it and the nade following, so he's looking for that boost here as Faze have been working through mid quite late into these rounds as well, and the molly's going to push him out. They might even hear that little bit of a tag then, and look at it, they're looking to try and punish this guy, but they have no way of isolating the player towards sandbags or sugar cubes, so this could be a deadly push if Faze go for it.
Bit of foresight here for Faze as well to anticipate Mouse to play close up in mid. First time that they've done it this game, and while they've read it quickly, it is still Dennis still having a crack at this one. Another Molotov to shake him out here. So Faze are investing heavily in making sure they can keep arm's length away from these players in these close angles, but eventually going to have to come forward, and Jacob does to his demise. It's Chris J finds him up on that boost here, and Faze now rotating in the B direction. They
see where Chris J is. He's been generally the one supporting Spitty, so how many mollies do they put into Dennis? Like, please stop it. I'm just happy where I am. But they do need to be quick on this B hit because Chris J's already on the way, and Spitty just needs to buy time at this point. He's got no flashes, no nothing left, but they don't know exactly where he is. So good flash comes out from Chris, and Chris is just right next to Rain. What? He gets the shot. He gets another. Chris J going above and beyond here, and the bomb is with him, but one player just snuck into CT. That was Fox, and now it's Michael. Actually, excuse me, it was Fox who went through, and now Michael going to be the one in CT. But the bomb is on the site. He's going to have to like play retake on the site he wants right now with 17 seconds. This is almost impossible, and Chris J doing some superhuman plays. He wants even more, and it wasn't going to be him that time. It was next to close it out, but what a play from Chris J.
Double AWP starting to bring some results. In Faze actually forced to dance to the tune of mousesports in that round. They had to come towards this side. They had no success in mid, even though they threw so many mollies. It was like the burning of Mant's Raider. Then mousesports managed to rotate, obviously, through vents and get there. So impressive stuff from them. That's a very important round. I think that's putting it pretty obviously there, as you can see how few and far between they have been.
I think in the last couple of rounds, mousesports, it wouldn't be the worst CT side in the world. But Nico's got the AWP, but he doesn't expect the player by the box, so he gets outdone. And now the Tech9s have pretty much a good step towards A. They're already kind of getting ready to go out towards site. The bomb is yet to cross. That's in Michael Ailey's hand, so there could still be a problem, but if mousesports keep taking these half-handed challenges, it could get a little deadly, but the bomb is going to go down. And now they have all players in on the site. They've got the AWP on Rain, you've got a rifle on Fox, and Fox is doing the work. Rain takes the peek, gets the info, flashes out to slow down anyone crossing. Dennis keeps going through, completely blind at this point, gets punished for it, and Fox having the time of his life right now, but it is just 2 players left for mousesports against the 3 of Faze.
And Michael Ailey's coming in from A main as well, so he'll be there to back up if required, and the bomb is still ticking away. Spitty, though, finds Rain. Now they've got to move quickly before Michael Ailey really gets in position, and they're going to push through the smoke. There's actually a flash out towards that player, and yes, Jacob goes down. It could be a quick defuse, but Michael Ailey now has to come forward and get a retake with the AWP. Super hard stuff here, and he'll just throw the shot through. The box is going to pick up Spitty. No.
He needs to do it again.
He's going to be defused anyway. Next. No. It blows up. Okay.
What?
Let's just relax for a sec. Let's just take it in and process what we've just viewed. Okay.
I didn't know you could wallbang that.
Me neither.
It's like he misses this and then goes back. What was that, Michael Ailey? And then there was no time for the defuse.
Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable that he's actually won his team that round. Really quite astonishing stuff from Michael Ailey. Lauren's going to be looking it up now to see if he can actually do that wallbang. Furious that she didn't know that one. Doesn't like to be caught by surprise, this one. Doesn't like gifts either, so keep that one in mind. Unless they're alcoholic, of course. And now it's Fox now, just getting the spray down on towards Dennis. He's got his second there as well, as mousesports tried to use those close quarters at Squeaky to get some kills, but it won't work out there. Rain also chiming in across the map. He's in mid. And now just 2 players. It's Spitty and Nex pretty much stuck on A for the moment here. As Faze haven't even committed with the bomb. It's being sat right outside the entry toward A main, and they can just pick Mouse off one by one.
Nex to go at least get some damage, but not much. So, to be fair to Faze, this is a really good T side. I thought it was like kind of normal, you know, how they were playing at the start of it, but they really did step up as to how they're playing here. You're seeing some way better constructed rounds than they previously had. So I'm really impressed with what they're doing. And this may be an influence of Robban coming through, maybe seeing a little bit more kind of tactical side to them. But whatever it is, it's working. Or maybe it's just a bad performance from Mouse. You know, these plays, the ways that that Faze are playing, aren't exactly new or like revolutionary. You're not being surprised by this, but it's Faze doing it, which is the weird part.
Yeah,
So.
and it's well drilled. That's the most important part. It's all well and good to have a strategy, have an idea, but if you execute it cleanly, that's what's even more impressive there. But Chris J does find Rain. Faze just have to take a back seat for a couple of moments here.
It's the first time I think Chris J has won that aggressive peak, to be fair. Normally, he's kind of... I guess he got kind of warded off that after Fox just trashed him with the AWP earlier on, but this time gets the rifle backs away. So, really nicely done. But I don't know if they're going to expect Faze now to reflex into this. There's all the remaining players, bar AZ, left here. They're going to smoke out CT. Molly in towards Speedy, that's good, but they don't check it. They do the work initially, but they don't expect to play through it. And now Next does manage to catch off Michael Ailey, and look at the HP on Jacob as well. No nades left, thankfully, for their sakes on mousesports, but this could still be a very tough round for Faze.
And Next now, smoke up in front of him here at this stage. The bomb is down. Faze working with a skeleton crew by any stretch of the imagination, but it may well just be enough as mousesports are corralled pretty much outside of the site. Now they're going to have a crack at it. It's Fox sitting on there, flashed up heavily, and now the push should come through. But AZ's there for support. It's Jacob as well chiming in. And there's Nico. Will at least get one back for his money. He's got the scout to work with here. Grab himself that rifle there, but instead he's going to come forward and trying to go for some sort of crack-brained no-scope there.
MLG Bangarang shot is what it's actually called.
Sorry, if anyone's going to be able to...
Sponsored by Skrillex. Thank you.
If anyone's going to be able to pull it off, I guess it's Nico. But
Yeah, it's after I saw that deagle work that he did on this map, and I think it was Alex casting, and they were like pushing up highway, and Nico just like one by one trashes them. I don't doubt anything he does now. It's all possible. Michael Ailey taught me a new wallbang today, so everything is possible, Mitch, if you believe.
it's half-time, Lauren, and I believe that mousesports are in deep trouble. 12-3 now, and it's going to have to be a damn good start for them up on this this T side, sorry, to bring things back. I mean, yeah, these guys haven't really faced each other much in the past, and Faze's record on Keish, it's been pretty average, losing to G2 and SK recently in the last few days, so good to see him lift here.
Is it Keish Lorraine? Is that a thing? Because I'd really like a player to be called Lorraine and play on this map. Like, I'd really like that.
How does it sound remotely like quiche? I say words really strange, and even that is still a stretch. Now I'm hungry as well, so brilliant.
You're welcome.
Can you get quiche in Cologne? I haven't really
seen it. No. These are the things that haunt us, Mitch.
Mate,
it's going to be a long day today, guys, in Twitch chat, so get ready for some weird conversations.
My TV dinners used to be heated up frozen quiche, and that was the game of dream.
God, you live the dream.
Grinding Call of Duty 4, pro mod, eating quiche, that's just been reheated. Brilliant.
All right, do you know what we are seeing, though, Mitch? We've got Nico on the deagle first round. This is what I'm excited for. He does this nutty sort of thing all the time, and I think it's sick. But Faze are like the, they're Faze clan. They are ready for this Xuan digging. And Xuan Nico is going to have to come up with some rather sexy plays. Gets attacked towards Fox. Now the rest need to kind of like swarm him. It's like the Zerg rush. They send him up, knock him down, and there you go. Mouse actually have the B site. One smoke goes down, but a quick play coming out from Rain and AZ to take control towards Checkers, not allow Nico to have full rampage here. Yeah,
I mean, Nico getting harassed as well from Hell, so a little bit tough for him now, playing on two angles, and Spitty's sitting back in Sunroom. Great way to catch the rotated. All of Faze's, I guess, en routes in towards his side are being cut off, and mousesports can lock it down.
I love the way Nico's on 6 HP, but won't drop that deagle off to anyone. He's like, no, this is mine, guys.
He only needs one shot, to be fair with it, or normally.
Ooh, Michael Ailey making it sexy, at least. Oh, what was that third shot? All right, game back on. He's going back in for this.
Yep, bomb ticking away. He's flashed up, though, as he pushes towards Generator, and Spitty's going to catch him on the way through, but still a flash of brilliance from the man Michael Ailey, who's already given us some spicy plays. He's still going to be the ground going over towards mousesports.
Spicy memes.
I'm all about that.
Who doesn't like a good, spicy, fresh meme in the morning? You know?
Have we killed spicy already now? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's close. It's close to being done. Yeah, Michael Ailey, what is that sort of play? It's nice seeing him playing well. He's actually had a little bit of a downturn in individual, I guess, prowess, right? There's something about the way that Michael Ailey plays that's just like that very aggressive, very in-your-face play. So it's actually kind of nice to see him pulling off some of these really nice individual moments. But kind of taking it for what it is, mousesports now have an opportunity. They had to pick up those, that first round. They had to get that on the board. That was the important one. And now they've done that. Okay, build from it. Look how hesitant and cautious they are, though. This is fair. I wouldn't be surprised because they need the next one. They need to build every single time, and look how many rifles as well, 4, and only 1 SMG on Dennis. So the money's not going to be perfect. And actually, if Faze get this, then there's a lot of danger. Dennis needs to be the point man on this, kind of play towards the sites, And the more they show they've got these rifles, the more those CZs become a little bit scary.
It's a stellar read, though, of the Faze second round force, though. You could see we had players sitting back watching boost as well. Anything that would allow Faze to get up close and personal, they've sort of shut down.
And look at all these really small crossfires that are set here. Every single kind of player is in this tiny crossfire position because they're just going to try and trade out. That's all they want to do. If they do some good damage, sweet. If they recover a rifle, sweet. Every kill they get is going to be very costly at this point. Now, 3 players heading over towards B. If Nico and ChrisJ sell the fake, that could make that little crossfire kind of dissipate between AZ and Rain. So let's see what they can do here. They're getting, you know, they want to get the information. There's only 35 seconds left, and that smoke towards A is making them second-guess themselves. But Jacob gets Nico. So now here we go. Do they give it all up? Rain comes in, gets 1 kill. But now will they expect AZ? AZ needs some trigger discipline and probably some aim to boot as let's mousesports through. Now Mouse have control of the site. They have got that rifle though. Jacob's going to be willed in that.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to see Faze now just start to filter in towards B. Fox up top side, trying to make the CZ work for him at long range and won't really find anything for that one as well. Jacob as well, just trying to dot his eyes, cross his T's. There's a bit of wallbang in towards checks. But the bomb is down now. ChrisJ has the rifle up on the site, and mousesports have a pretty strong hold despite losing 2 players to those exact close angles we mentioned earlier on here. And time ticks down. We see Faze now just starting to congregate around this one, but ChrisJ's going to now pick up Fox and round over in the blink of an eye. I have to say, as good as Faze Clan's way of playing this one, sitting up close, getting the crossfires, trading in, mousesports did read that. They read it well, and you could see it from their behaviour early round, and it translated towards a victory. All right, AZ, you okay, buddy?
He's just really enjoying the aesthetics of the map, you know?
I want to point out as well that our observer Rushley has himself a controller today, so I'm requesting now in advance a barrel roll. I want a PGL barrel roll.
I don't think he's unlocked the C-bars or whatever it is to be able to do that. Oh, what the hell, Dennis? Dennis, did you just switch weapon by mistake? It's all right. They deal with it. All right, Faze just went all in. I guess that's, you know, it's one way to get that round out of the way. They've got something to play with. Why not? But yeah, I don't know if it's got it unlocked so he can do the barrel rolls. That's why the controllers are awesome, because you can do like the pitch and yaw.
Yep.
Like that doesn't count. You're just spinning around someone.
It's alright. It's okay.
I really want that. You spin. I want that song when it's going.
That'll be right. We need more of a spin though. It needs to be more violent spin, you know?
Oh. 12-6. mousesports getting back into this one, but this is a gun round coming in. So Faze can stop it before it starts here. This is the next big round coming up, Mitch. And the one benefit for Mouse is they've got a lot of utility, so they can run that clock pretty far down. And what a surprise, Nico's play squeaky. But they can run that clock pretty far down and still execute, just clearing corners with Molly. So this could be a factor here. They did get to the site on B last time at like 30 seconds, but look at Nico, so brazen.
Yeah, he's riling up the natives right now, big time. Only guy over at A, of course, and he's going to try and stir up a bit of a fuss here. mousesports not capitalising on this one in a big way right now. They're just sort of sitting tight. Nico's going to line up something a little bit nerdy for us. Love it, straight around the corner. Maybe not as exciting as I thought it would be, in a Molotov as well. So again, stressing out some of these Faze players a little bit, but he does lose half his health in the process here. Faze know exactly where he is, and they probably know this team well enough to not be expecting too many mousesports players to be following up on this particular spot, as Nico, the solo man as ever, fortunately his reputation precedes him.
But will mousesports do the regular mousesports playoff? Send Nico to one side of the map and we will go the other. It's like, you know, the two magnets like trying to, you know, work together. It's like, nope. There we go. All right. Trying to get some mid-control here. A bit aggressive from Dennis, just taking the swing-out fight. He does have the backup from Boost and then just Nico walking in, so that works out. You could always trade effectively. And here's the B hit coming out. So I guess it does work out in a way that Nico's at squeaky and they go B, but there's still actually early players here. So AZ's on the site by headshot, and you've got Michael up above. So this is a bit of a slow hit now, and Nico's ahead from everyone else. That's an easy kill for AZ, and they're walking out one by one. The perfect flash from Michael comes through, but finally Mouse start hitting these shots, and it's down to about 7 seconds, and it's ChrisJ to close, but Mouse with a really slow style on this T side at the moment. Yeah, working out for them though there as well. We eventually saw Nico get that one kill and come across towards B and just bolster forces there. And mousesports threw, I think, one smoke and only went in towards Hell there, so it didn't cut Faze off at all, and they were heavily flashed coming in, so they managed to salvage what could have been a very nasty round, and Faze yet to win around this half, as you can see. mousesports getting it done each and every time, and it always is by killing the entirety of Faze Clan, even not the bomb plant. So you can see they're happy to brawl out a little bit here. So as that last round was pretty close, you can see the money's been not heavily affected, but you know, Mouse could have been on a way bigger bank. Like at the moment though, they're pretty comfy. At least ChrisJ is on 8.8k after this investment, whereas obviously Faze have been struggling on this one. So now ChrisJ's watching this from the other side. Rain could be in for a nasty surprise if he peeks up and over. However, he's holding back unless maybe there's a flash for him or something, but no utility with Faze. And Oh, Chris. Oh, this is horrible. Oh. Chris just pretend it never happened. We didn't see it.
Oh my! Well, it gave me flashbacks of the clip. I think the CLG clip on Dust. Do you see that one?
Who was it doing that?
Tarek.
Oh, Tarek.
It was Tarek. But it's okay because Chris J stayed alive. That's something, right? So, unfortunately, the counter-boost's not really working out so much there. At least he could get a read on anyone from Faze trying to peek up.
But they should check for another player there, obviously, that boosted him, and they will do. Fox goes down, so that kind of gives away the game. And at the moment, Faze with like, no flashes or anything to kind of create opportunities to utilize maybe the deagle and the little swing outs. It's going to be a very tough round. Jacob could maybe get something here. He's just sat on the site, which is perfectly fine. I like this easy spot on there. You just kind of bait your whole team out and be like, all right, guys, I got this, don't worry. And you don't got this. Nice play from whoever that was coming up highway to get the kind of crossfire and be a nuisance, not allow any trouble to come through, and only losing out on Nico. And look at the money. It's pretty well set. Chris J can always drop out, and then he can get the AWP, which I think he's going to do. So drops the rifle to either Nico or, yeah, it would just be dropping the rifle to Nico, and he can get the AWP himself. So finally we get to see the AWP on the CT side, and this is the only round we're going to get from them really with a lot of utility here, as Faze are being really outdone in this. mousesports with that slow, kind of methodical play has been really frustrating Faze, because they love those quick kind of chaotic rounds. They thrive in that chaos sort of element, and look at Fox straight in on an aggressive peak. The nades don't connect as well as he'd hoped, but will he expect next so close? He's looking for it. He's trying to get up onto those barrels to see above, and Speedy's going to bait out a shot. Oh, doesn't bait it so well that he actually gets away with it. Oh, Fox, stunning shot. Nico gets caught out. A little predictable from Nico, I guess, trying to avenge his fallen teammate, but down to a 3v3 because Nex is doing some serious damage back. Jacob has to show his hand on A, but now what can Chris J and Dennis do? Well,
Chris J still in mid at the moment. He'll have AZ to challenge him out if he gets too close, but that's the flick towards the shoulder, and there should be... Dennis could even rotate out of here, but he might not be sure if Jacob is still here now. He's going to see him, though. Jacob shows himself, but Dennis isn't going to connect the shots. Yep, absolutely needed to, but now he's going to back away and we join up with Chris J taking down Michaelelli, and that's an open B side if I've ever seen one. Dennis making the quick rotate to join his comrade.
Welcome back, Chris J. It's been a while, my friend. All right. It's not a bad little bit of performance from him. This is going to be a very clean B site as well. I don't know what Jacob can get here. Well, there was the AWP on Fox, right? So I wonder if there's still that to be collected. He might be going back for that right now. As this was the big invested round. This was meant to be like the get it done, guys. And not going to be the case. And actually, I don't know if he's going to go back for that AWP. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Looking for it. Yeah, I mean, the round loss kicking in for Faze, so... I mean, that was why they sort of brought up this round as well, holding on to the AWP. Obviously imperative for them at this stage, but now we're going to be drawing to within a 3-round affair after such a mare of a first half for mousesports. I'll be honest, Faze Clan just seemed to have a good understanding of how to play into them on that T side. Now the shoe on the other foot, and let's see who it fits better now. 5-6 rounds in a row for Mouse.
I'm really impressed with everyone but Nico at the moment. Actually, Nex is the one who was quite quiet on the first half, really not at the forefront here, but he's been... The one thing that impresses me, the fact is he's not necessarily opening the rounds. I think this has got to be a tactical from Faze, quite possibly at this point. We'll probably get confirmation from the admin soon. But it's the fact that when they do lose out on the opening kills, which they've done quite a lot actually, like Fox that round when he just pushed into main, got Spiddy down, followed up on towards Nico at Squeaky. Next got both of those kills back, essentially, just pushing in towards A, punishing Faze. So Next playing a very important role, and look at the money at the moment for mousesports. They're so well set. Spiddy has cash for days. Next is pretty well set. Chris J is still with the AWP on 9k, and on the other side you've got the polar opposite. You've got these guys floundering due to the absolute lack of money. Even though these rounds have been, I wouldn't say even that close. How many people have been left alive? Hold on. So, 4 Faze. Yeah, mousesports have been keeping, for the vast majority of this, at least 2 players alive. So you're seeing, the money being built up pretty well onto, I assume that'd be like Dennis and Chris J being left alive a hell of a lot of the time. So the fact is that mousesports are pretty well set, and Faze need clean rounds or to get mousesports off these rifles pretty darn soon, because 12-9 Faze have not got a singular round in this half, but we're back underway. Chris J waiting for that B push out, and we know that on the pistol last time they did go for that all-in, like just try and get it done on B, or just have those really close crossfires. And I like this boost on B, and they've actually felt both boosts on both sides. Jacob was trying to boost in towards Sunroom, or get the peak towards Sunroom. You saw the run boost there towards A as well. So Fox is just, the stepping stool at the moment, and it's a bit awkward. It's like, but I'm normally the AWP. Now I must assist you. What is this?
Bit of humility maybe goes a long way for Faze. It's Nico, though. It's going to humble Michael straight back to next round.
But can you do that? Humble Michael?
That's it. There's many ways you can humble someone. I didn't want to be too specific about the way that you can humble someone. I don't know. I think you can. Nico, his start to the second half a bit quiet, which is obviously why he's not no longer the top of the scoreboard. But it's actually great news for mousesports in general as we are seeing the rest of those players lift, which is honestly that's almost a win condition in itself for mousesports. Anyone as well as Nico playing well, and they're almost going to set themselves up quite nicely here. AC will have some company in mid in just a moment here. His next will be checking that one, but the headshot is going to be a little bit too good. At least a refrag comes in here. mousesports slowed up a little bit. Momentum stunted through mid, but they do have clear passage for the moment. And as Rain is not going to be able to watch too much in towards mid, but Chris J will creep towards B, and there's Jacob. Picks up Dennis. Chris J not going to connect there as well, and Fox has these close angles. Faze playing this save round again quite well.
The danger being 20 seconds, they can't really go towards A at the point. If Jacob can just hold on now, he's in a great spot. He does do damage towards Spitty. 15 seconds now, it's down to a 1v1. Burning alive there, but now look at it. Rain's got himself a rifle. 10 seconds, Molly comes out. He's looking for this shot. He can't get the plant unless it's at the front of the site, and he knows it, and Rain played that like an absolute hero, mollying out at the last second in the perfect angle to deny Chris J the plant and force him to an unsafe spot. And well, there we go. Finally, Faze get one back on the board in what was a CZ force-up, really, with one AWP.
Last time Faze went for that one, didn't quite work out as mousesports were able to grind things out once they had the site, once Faze were forced to retake with these pistols. But this time it's worked really, really well. They've just set themselves up as stumbling stones or hurdles for mousesports to try and get past with those close angles, and they managed to break them down over time now. Fox again early peeking towards A main. Won't find the player. And he's tagged up and sent packing. Chris J also quite low after that one, but Fox needs to quickly move as Squeaky has been open. It's Nico bringing the pain straight across that bomb site. And AZ have to be prepared for this one as a Molotov goes in towards his left. He's going to respond, and here comes the push. Yeah,
Mouse want a fast A hit on this one, and they want to just let Nico off the leash. He does find AZ, but Rain is just halting mousesports one by one. A little bit of a pop flash. He's still going to have to take the shot. Can't make it work. But now mousesports will have control of the site. Molly comes down towards the site. Going to deny the default plant, but they can always plant for main if they want to, or just off towards quad box. But it's bought time for Michael to get an angle, and that's going to deny the bomb carrier. That's now down the side. Dennis fell, so it's Spitty and Chris J to try and recover this round.
It's just as well that Michael got himself on towards highway there, because Jacob was stuck at truck, and now at least he has a chance to come forward. They can work this from two different angles. There's Jacob with a spray attempt, but Chris J is there to take him down, and Michael tried to make some magic happen from highway, but again, he himself was shut down around there with Faze looking pretty good. They stopped the bomb plant, and then they went in for the fight. The bomb wasn't even down.
A little unfortunate. There's some really cool individual plays coming out at the moment that it's like pretty unique. So going from the molly to peek up and over, and really impressive. But the problem is now, as a CT side, that when you win a round and then lose one, it doesn't sit so well. Hence their money now looking like absolute trash. Deagles again, CZ's UMP. They won it last time like this. I guess maybe Jacob just needs to be the primary AWPer, maybe, in these rounds. Maybe not. And mousesports back with pretty much a decent buy-up. Utility aplenty. Rain's in a good spot. If he doesn't overextend, he could at least deny anyone walking through main, or at least get the info for it. But now mousesports looking for other opportunities, and that's going to be involving mid. But I like this little jump up from Jacob. It gives you at least an angle to work from, especially when you hit shots like that, but probably going to get traded out eventually, which he does. But he did the damage, he got the information, but doesn't see the bomb, which is now the issue. But the problem being now Fox is the last man standing. He does have an AWP, but 3 players against him. You'd assume that mousesports should have this one under control. Still playing it safe, doing the smoke towards the truck. They don't know where Fox is. They're going to find out pretty soon. And there we go. Next closes out, and mousesports take one step closer to getting this one very, very even here. 13-11. And if I was Faze, I'd be getting a little nervous here, because your money is really, really the biggest problem at this point.
1 round and a half they've won. I would have been nervous probably even a few rounds back. Only 2 things really went in their favour last round. Fox got a pick at B, and of course the Faze player who was boosted up on top of the roller door and managed to get that angle. The rest just went, well, it went to crap for them. So now it's Chris J. Going to set himself up towards mid here. Last round, mousesports punched 3 players in through mid there and just tried to take it by storm, and it did work out. Then this time, Faze are just going to give a little bit more space. It's going to be the running boost here as well. Doesn't quite work out. I'm glad Rush caught that one for us there, as Faze are going to have to go for a little bit of a different setup here. Probably just defaults for the 2 of them. And even Fox going to be coming towards A. So Faze actually going for a little bit of a later stack towards A.
I I quite like, you know, you got to try something on these pistols, whether it's try and push somewhere or just stack a site. You might as well, because you're not going to win it in default spots, right? So you might as well just try and give it a good go. However, mousesports have been playing so late, there is always a danger that they could walk into a stack without being able to check it properly. But then again, they should be clearing out a lot of these corners with mollies. The only people who probably wouldn't be cleared would be like Fox and maybe Jacob. Rain and AZ are playing more default, so they should be. But let's see. Michael Ailey's being kept busy over by B, but still, it's Nico by door. This is going to be played towards A. So mousesports are walking into the stack, but no armor, no flak, nothing on Faze. This is just P250s and that's it. So still with 3 mollies. One should be going to probably quad, maybe one towards forklift. And Chris J actually does connect towards AZ. Here come the mollies. So 1 quad, 1 MBK corner, 1 left on Chris J, smoking out. And it's just about how they hit the site now. 30 seconds, it's getting deadly.
Double flash for Nico there as well, just to try and keep Faze on their toes. They are going to come forward in towards mousesports as well. And they can test this side up at close range. And it's Shaken there. Does find Dennis. And Nico gets the spray down. It's Chris J as well getting involved. And Michael Ailey with 5 solitary points of health will quickly be put out of his misery.
Nico just takes like the man fight. I'm just gonna go in and just hope that no one's that close. So those P250s are almost one-shots that close range, you know what I mean? Like, they do a lot of damage, so...
The amount of self-belief that player has is unbelievable. And maybe it's a bubble, maybe it's almost an illusion or a placebo that you create for yourself, but right now it's working out perfectly. No one's been able to burst that bubble, and Nico just goes where he pleases.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary to play against. And this is a quick flash that doesn't go that far, but it would, I guess, maybe blind anyone running straight forward. It allows the quick play from Dennis to get out mid. And now Jacob and Michael Ailey might be pinched on towards B as you've got the kind of 3 standard B, 2 mid, and maybe go for that vent split. Michael Ailey's actually getting up close. This can be sick, but the molly doesn't quite go far enough, but Chris J still gets the shot. And now Jacob has to stop him. He can't do it either. And now mousesports have the side. They're going to smoke off CT probably at this point and just get in towards the side itself. Fox, AZ, and Rain need to make a retake soon because mousesports are almost back in the lead here. This is unreal. Nico's found Fox. Chris J watching the back. He's going to get a sitter gifted to him on towards AZ. He doesn't actually hit the shot now, knowing AZ wants to get close. Gonna try and flash him out, completely blind, spot it out, and cut away. Rain's gonna be saving that gun as quick as he can, because at this point, you got sod all money, and mousesports are looking very nice on theirs.
A complete and utter capitulation in this half.
What does that mean?
It means
you just look up big words and say them because no one will ever ask you.
No one tells me. No, capitulation is obviously when you fold or collapse or you throw away a big lead. Give away. Do it. Google it. See if I care. Come at me, Google, bro. Tell me. Read it to me.
In simple terms, capitulation is when investors try to get out of the stock market as quickly as possible and look for less risky investments. That's what it says there.
Yeah, that's specifically in stock market.
Okay. I'm looking for others. Oh. Okay, hold on. Are you sure?
No, that looks okay.
Yeah.
Capitulation, yep. Anyway, we'll let Lauren look this one up for me now.
I'm still going, don't worry guys. You can cast the game, you know, this is this. Here we go. So there's another definition, which is the action of surrendering or ceasing to... Get out of my face.
I'm just
get out of my face.
I told you so face.
I'm going to make up words and no one will test me on them. Matt only knows that because he's got a gambling problem with poker, alright? We hope that Matt can move on from that and... it's not a problem if you win, is his reply. I guess you're right. Then you're just successful.
AZ there, taking a gamble of his own, trying to push in towards Squeaky, but again, up against Nico, that's definitely not good odds.
Can you not?
How do you see what I did there? Of course you saw what I did there. It's the most obvious segue ever. Nico, though, picks up Michael Ailey, gets him second there as well. So he's lingering there, and another FaZe Clan player trying to take advantage of some close angles is going to be sent packing. So only B presence now ready for FaZe Clan. I think Rain actually is in mid. He's actually up on the roof, so...
Are we going to see that 20-second A-hit coming out? That's the question. I feel as though it might be.
Classic mousesports.
Nico is in Squeaky. They've just seen that Rain's in mid. Here it comes, boys. The same old that's been working a little bit quicker this time. They want to make the most of it. It's a new Rain's out spot, but Rain's just going to swing in there and try and get the most of it while he can. And actually, he's got an angle they didn't expect. Spitty gets taken down. We're down to a 3v3, but Rain's the only one who can really make the difference, and he has to play all out hard CS, and he's doing it just perfectly. 2 kills as well on the bomb site, leaving Chris J your last man up. He's got 28 seconds and a 1v1 to overcome, but Jacob taking the sneaky road around, and Chris J has no idea.
Not ideal circumstances for Chris J. He definitely wants to find himself a bit of a vantage point there. He may have just seen Jacob. Yes, he does. As Jacob crosses over. So this is going to allow Chris J to at least get the plan, and Jacob has to concede that. He's going to mess with the door a little bit, make a bit of sound. Managed to somehow not get taken down there. A little bit of double tap towards Chris J. He's going to get up close and personal, but Chris J at point blank manages to finish him off with the AWP. That, a little bit close for comfort, and that was probably the most important play of the game now as mousesports put themselves up 14-13, but at least there is some semblance of a buy here for FaZe. They can get everything they need, and they're going to have to use it damn well.
Rain has been playing so well as well. To even keep that round that close was ridiculous. Still, this is a buy, and they seem to be faltering on these. They seem to do more damage when they've just got like CZs and such, but here we go. And Fox going in for the information. Now, last time he punished Chris J when it was the other, you know, when tables were turned. Speedy's just hopping for information. It's actually quite dangerous to do it, because Fox will probably pre-aim that to a degree, but Fox will be still stepping out if he goes for it. But Nico's playing by Squeaky. AZ's taken that fight. AZ has won that fight and now backs away. So there's one of the arms that mousesports like to depend on removed. So now the 4 players have to kind of get a pick back ideally, but they just have no information at this point.
And Nex being essentially mollified there over towards A main, has had to just back away. Chris J again will be moving in to take up the position of Nico there as well, but AZ has long since left. And he'll be sitting back on towards that A site now. So mousesports again, not committing too early at all. Different to FaZe Clan, as FaZe will sort of half commit to a site, then rotate out. Mousesports just don't. They just work very, very slowly in trying to get people out of spots. Just like this one here, it's a Molotov towards Rain, and apparently Rain doesn't beat fire. He doesn't beat Chris J either as the shot comes in. And now AZ will be sat in that MBK corner waiting for the rest to push on. And Michael Ellie coming in from the rotate on truck here. But a Molotov, a double Molotov, in fact, going to go straight towards his legs. And Spitty picks up AZ. Michael Ellie's been able to get up close and personal here. And the bomb yet to be planted because Spitty's holding it. He's only got 10 points of health. And Michael Ellie might be able to stop this train at the station. Spray down towards Dennis will get the kill. Now it's 2v2.
All right. 18 seconds. Chris J needs to do the work in this one. Spitty's so low, he can't really do much. Now, Chris J's got himself a spot towards quad, but there's one up above, and Chris J spots out the barrel of Fox's gun, but that does not equate to the kill. And now Chris J left all alone with 3 seconds left, and it might be time just to try and keep hold of this weapon, as he will do, at least find Fox and make it costly. But FaZe are going blow for blow here, 14-14 now. I guess when the backs are to the wall, they do try and come out running, but the money is so poor. Again, they're going to have limited utility and limited weapons. They're going to try and actually go for better utility at this point with the smokes and such. But Fox, what can you get, bro? He's got a drop gun.
This is purely what happens when you get on that round loss bonus and then you win a round, but you're losing so many players. Yep. It's pretty average, and no AWP to work with as well will be pretty tough. And that was clever by Chris J at the end of last round to actually get that kill on the Fox, I believe it was.
Yep.
Take that gun away from FaZe. Going to make it a little bit easier for mousesports to get to those 15 rounds now as well. It's just a famous on Michael Ellie. We've seen him do more with less. Let's see if we're going to have the same here. It's mousesports definitely over towards that A side here and slowly working it. No one challenging Nico and Squeaky this round. FaZe playing it a little bit differently.
mousesports playing it differently as well. This is a quicker hit towards A. Spitty's normally like over by B further. They've got players in mid. They want to go for a more complete A hit, it seems, but there could be an issue. Rain's up above, so he's going to get the first shot probably towards Chris. Maybe not. Chris J with the railgun towards Rain. AZ did find Nico, but this is going to be a faster hit. And there we go. Dennis now coming through Squeaky is a new addition. That caught FaZe off guard. But Michael Ailey snuck himself a little bit closer. Going to try and cheat over towards the site early. And just play around the smoke if he can. Going to be a nade towards the site. Gets a good hit. The bomb's yet to go down. Dennis, I think he's planting maybe for... No, he's still on default. I keep confusing that with main. But the point being, this has actually worked out so well for mousesports. The Fox and Jacob don't really have a shot at this. The retake is tough. And Chris J's already on the rotate. He's trying to be careful with that AWP as well. He does not want to lose that, but he needs to be here just in case. It's such an important round. They pushed up highway, but Spitty is doing everything he needs. And Chris J catching Jacob in the heels means that mousesports make it to map point.
Solid stuff there from mousesports. Not taking too many untoward chances. And it was Michael Ellie actually pushed again. He usually pushes up quite close towards that A side in a retake scenario. He went for the spray down through smoke there and was pretty easily detected via that one and picked off here. But this is that entry. This is the Chris J. So putting in the hard yards.
Should have the first shot at it, which he did. But it's just like, ouch. But this is the problem now. You know, FaZe put everything to that previous round. And now they have absolutely nothing. And that was not a tag for Fox. He got hit and didn't get anything back off the back of it. Now mousesports going for something completely different. Going to go in for this pretty much all in B, I guess. And Rain could maybe be the thorn in the side, but he gets mollied out, pushed out a spot. But will they rotate off the back of it? Jacob trying to pinch around the back, does find Dennis. So FaZe know that this was an intended B hit, but can Nico get the control in A or get the information? Because other than this, Faze are going to constantly pick at mousesports like Buzzer, just trying to work him down on any angle. Then Jacob's got a little bit of room to breathe here, and he might catch out Nico, who's just on the other side, and Nico is not aware of it, but he doesn't need to be. He just snaps around. And now look at the HP, though. Next, low. Nico low. Chris J not so perfect, but Spitty still sitting pretty. So it's down to Michael and AZ.
They have that high health Spitty there. It may well be the spearhead here, and they have a bit of utility to work with. 3 Molotovs still on the entirety of mousesports, and that's enough to really pressure Faze. And this is AZ. They have to split the sites here, so that's going to leave Michael with nothing but a scout on his own at B for the time being. But you can see that AZ constantly gravitating between A and B. He knows he can't leave Michael on his own for too long. But mousesports now, slowly but surely, maybe even rotating. I don't think AZ's game enough to really peak mid in any real way. So this movement is going to go completely undetected until some sort of sound is made and AZ actually peeks out properly on towards A. But it may be his downfall.
He's going to hear it now.
Oh,
AZ, unlucky, buddy. Just the wrong place, wrong time. Now they have control of the car. That Deagle is going to be severely underwhelming at this point unless he hits a godlike shot and just summons the spirit of Nico for himself. But Michael now there to support with the scout. This is the toughest of tough retakes. They've still got mollies, they've still got smokes, but Michael is still hitting shots. But AZ needs to do just the same. He tags one by quad, gets the shot. AZ almost gets it done, but just outgunned and out of time. 9 HP on Nico, 8 on Spitty, but it was enough for mousesports to win the match.
Faze with a good start in that first half, a 12-round T-side. And then mousesports doing one better and get 13 on that one as well. Very, very impressive stuff from them. And very, very hard for Faze to deal with towards the end of it. You could see it was close, but we had a few of those low mousesports players sat inside A main, and it was Faze having to play whack-a-mole, then go in and fight almost hand-to-hand, get up close and personal. And just wasn't enough. And it wasn't even really the Nico effect that brought this one around for mousesports, which is a promising sign for them.
Yeah, everyone else playing really well. And the other factor being that it felt that Faze never had control of the economy on that CT side. They were constantly being reset or broken, and every time they had a full buy, it got close, but then it just never really worked out. It was actually incredible to watch. So again, after what was a very good T side from Faze, it didn't matter. mousesports came back and actually turned it around.
Let's now pass over to Machine and Vendetta to take us a little bit further, a deep dive into the game that was. It was Map 1 Cache between Faze and mousesports. Gents, take us in.